Okay, sorry, I just changed my network to a stronger one now. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I just switched to a different network. So now, quickly, I said we are going to do our CSS now. We want to style what we have written. Remember, we created divs here. Div for
Yeah.
Africa, div for Asia. Now we want
Yeah.
to style the div. So we'll come to style this the inside our head tag, remember. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
now
yeah.
open and close our curly braces and space it
Wait,
out. So then I press my tab so I can write my codes. So if I type color and I
yeah.
say green, let's say, and I'll do font size, let's say 50 pixels px. So I will save it and then we'll view it on our browser. So
Okay.
now I'm going to switch to my browser. Where am I? Okay. So I'll just press refresh. Can you see?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is just for Africa. Asia is still the way it is, but you can see it applied to all of them. Can you see
Yeah, 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 yeah. Because it's all of the div. They're the same.
Hello?
They're all called div.
I'm teaching. Yes. I'll call you back or you send me text. Okay, so now for us to separate the effect on each div so that it won't go general to all.
Yeah.
We'll now apply some kind of attribute to the selector. So we won't use div instead. I mean in the style again. Rather, see what we'll do. So I'm coming back here. So for
Yeah.
Africa now, I will just say I will use a class, and then we'll give a class the class that a name. So let's call it
Africa.
AFR.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still call it Africa. Okay, let's call it Africa so that it will be the exact name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
instead of using div now, we will not use div again. Rather, we're going to use dot
Africa.
Africa.
Okay.
Do you understand now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So now, if I do this, I will now let me save it, and then I'll go back to my web page. Let's refresh it. So you can see it only applies to Africa alone.
Yeah.
So now let's do for Asia, and then we'll do a separate class too, just like this one. So we'll now go back to our code. Asia, in the div for Asia, we'll see what class, open double quote,
Okay.
and I will say Asia. You are seeing it now.
Yeah.
So in here now, after this first style ended here, so would so I'll have dot Asia, and then I'll open and close my curly braces, and then inside I'll now say color, let's say red, and then let me say font size, let me say 30 pixels. So, and you can even add some other attributes like overline, underline, you understand? So we call that one,
Okay.
yeah, we call that one text decoration, text hyphen decoration. So if you say column, you now decide Do you want it to be underlined or overlined or line through? Which one do you want?
Okay.
Choose one.
Underline is okay.
Underline. So say underline. Put semicolon there, and then I will save it and refresh. I mean, I go back to our note. This thing, refresh it. Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
So now this makes it easier for you to.
Yeah. What if you want like the background color?
Okay, for background color, that's for everything.
Yeah.
That one is for the body, is the body tag. But if you want to do background,
no, not for the whole. I mean for each.
Okay, for each. You also apply it since now whatever you're applying for Africa will be inside here. You understand? It will apply for that same.
What do you okay? You call it.
So you say
color, right?
Let's say background hyphen color.
Yeah.
Let me indent it. So background color, let's say pink.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I will refresh, I will save it. And then let me refresh our web page. So can you see it?
Okay.
Yeah, so it's easy. It's something very easy.
Sorry, one quick question. How do you add tags? Sorry, like what do they call it again? Statement.
Say again, please.
How do you add statement? Statement to this HTML this thing.
Okay. You mean how do you add your write-up?
Yeah, your write-up on your like notepad.
Yeah, is in normal. You add it inside the body tag. You understand? Just
I mean,
we added
like will you put like double slash so that you know that this one is, or you just write it like that? It will not. It will just leave it.
Okay, you mean comment?
Comment, yeah, exactly. I was thinking of
comment. Okay. The way comment is like now, this is how comment is. You open this, and then you put dash dash. Then anything you type, then you now edit it dash dash, and then you close it. Something like this. That's what we use for comment. And then another quick way of you learning fast is you go to Google. You go to the browser. Well, let me just show you something. I'll just type google.com, and then for example now I want to find out comments.
Okay.
How to comment in HTML.
Yeah.
If I press enter, can you see it? Look at it.
Yeah.
It's already there.
Yeah, that was how I did the tables.
Okay. So that is so in between this opening and the closing part of the tag, where the root and this and that's where the write-up will be. So the write-up will be more than one line. It may be 10 lines, but the major thing is at the end of it, you put this.
Okay.
So I think that's it. So quickly, let's look at Visual Studio Code. Or do you know how to use Visual Studio Code already?
No, I think I did this long ago, but I can't remember.
You have it installed, right? Do you have it installed on your system?
No, I haven't. But I will today.
Okay. So in that case, if you have not installed it, anyway, let me see if I can teach it without you practicing. Let me see if I can explain it. So what we want to do now is the first thing you do is to create your website folder. You understand?
A different one.
Yes, we want to create a different one so that we'll use it for the VS Code.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, but if we don't want to create a new folder, we can as well use this our folder and then use Visual Studio Code on it. You understand? We can open them with VS Code instead of opening with Notepad. We just right click and click VS Code. So, okay. Your baby is needing your attention. Okay. So now let me go to desktop. This is my desktop. So I will create a folder. I go to new and then say folder. So I'm going to call it
Sorry, yeah. Yes, it's taking me away. Yeah.
So training website 2. So I'll call it training website 2.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the folder?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now that's the folder is empty, so there's nothing inside it. So we are going to now open Visual Studio Code. So I will open it on my system. I'll just type VS and then it will show. I'll just click VS Code, Visual Studio Code. So when it opens, I will share the screen. Then from there, I will explain how you can design your website with your Visual Studio Code. So now let me share my screen. Where is it? Okay. I want to close everything that is showing so that it will be clear. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Visual Studio Code screen. Okay. So now, normally it will appear like this. You can as well close this welcome tab, or you use what is there. Now, the essence of this screen is to show you recent works, so you can see some recent. This new website I'm working on for a client, Erodi Kanis website.
Okay.
Is a man's name, so he wants it to be his domain name too. I've already created the domain name and hosted it, but I'm working on the site itself. So I'm supposed to just click new file, but I want to rather open a folder, so I can click open folder. But assuming you don't have this screen showing on your own end, I will close this so that you will use what you have already. So here is Explorer, then this to search, this is source control, this is to run.
Sorry, are you the one that changed the background to be black like this?
Yes, yes, I chose black background.
Okay.
It gives you the option to do that. So at the time you are installing it, to give you the chance to choose a background.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now, like I was saying, so there is extensions. Now the extension, it gives you the chance to install some additional extension files. Yes. For example, your Visual Studio Code does not come with something that you can use to view in browser, like a live view of your web pages, but you can add that from the extension. You understand? And you can use the Visual Studio Code also to write programs for other programming languages. So not only for website. You understand?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
It has a lot of applications. So now I will click on file And then since I want to create, I want to open my website folder that I've already created. So I'll just go to open folder, and then I'll locate my desktop where I have the folder. And the name of the folder is training website 2. Now, since it is empty, you won't see anything inside. But if I was to open the first one, let me open the first one so that you will see. I will click on training website, and then I will click select folder. So when I do that, it will show me all the content of my website, all the web pages I've created. This is my about.html. You can see it showing on this other end. Let me do a full screen so that you see it clearly.
These ones are the ones for the notepad, right?
Yeah, so you can also edit them here.
Okay.
Yes, and do the work from here. And here, I mean, it even makes work easier for you.
Easier.
Yeah, because when you open a tag, it will automatically close it for you. So you don't have to go through the mechanical process of Notepad. But I like teaching the Notepad first so that you get to understand the basics by yourself. So that when you now start using this IDE that makes work easier, you will now appreciate the Notepad, and then you'll be able to work faster. So quickly, I don't want to use this one, like I said. Like this one now is what we did just now. That's a lecture 5.html, where we added Africa, Asia, and put some div tags. So,
but for this class, you talked about nested loops,
good.
Nested div.
Nested div, yes. Now we'll use this one to do that.
Okay.
Now, for our nested div now, we have a div starting from here. This Africa down to Australia.
Yeah.
So now to do a nested div is very simple. A div inside another div is a nested div. You understand? So this is what we'll do. We'll come here and then we'll type div. And then it has closed it by itself automatically. So we are going to cut this one, and we are going to put it at the end of the Australia div, so that it will end everything. Can you see?
Okay. Yeah.
This div. So that's what ends that initial div.
Okay. So you can call this div now like continent. And other ones are
yes, exactly. Yes. So inside we can just say class. Excuse me. Hello? Web design class online. So if you are taking both, excuse me, let me just close it. If you Hello.
I'm here. Hi.
Yeah, sorry, I had a call from my wife. Okay, now quickly, we are going to, we have named this div continent. You've seen it now?
Yes.
So now we are going to now have it in the style. You understand? So we're going to have it as dot continent. So we expand it. It has to be exactly the same spelling. If not, it won't work. So maybe I will move this continent up, since it's supposed to come before every other one. So I will now I'll now say color. So here now it even gives you other colors. So let's use aqua, and then background color. Now you press tab for it to complete that background color as it's showing.
Yeah.
So the tab helps you with some of those things.
Mm.
So now let me use blurry.
You press tab.
Yes, you press tab.
Okay.
As it's showing
Okay.
it in the option, if it's something you have to scroll down to, you can use your arrow keys to scroll up and down. Then you now press tab to pick that option. Yes. So now for the continent, let's save it first. So you go to File, and then you say, click Save. Now, if I right click, you can see open in default browser. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So if I click that, it will bring me to my browser. So I just say open in default browser. So now this is giving us two different colors. The reason is because Africa already has its own background color. But if we have a write-up before this div for Africa, you will now see that other background at the top and at the bottom. Do you understand?
No.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me explain better. Now, the background we used is a blurry wood. Are you getting it? Now, but the background for Africa is different. It's pink.
Yeah.
Now, you should have seen this color before the Africa own and then after the Africa own. Do you understand?
Okay, yeah.
So maybe what I should do, let me reduce the Africa width. Let me reduce the width to 600 pixel, and then let me reduce the height to 300, or let's say to 300 pixel. You understand?
Yeah. What if you want to centralize it to the middle?
You use center tag.
Okay.
So now I want to share that screen again. So I will just refresh. Can you see?
Yeah.
So Africa now, the width is 600, the height is 300. So if I reduce the height, it will also bring Asia up more. Then if I start a write-up before the Africa inside the continent div, you are going to still see this background of the continent showing. Let's do that quickly.
If you do what, sorry?
Like it will show the background of the continent. As if I do a write-up, like now this is the continent now.
Yeah.
This is the continent div. If I choose to start a write-up, like if I say welcome to the list of continents in the world, I have something like this. Now, if I save this, and then sorry. If I refresh it, you can see it's showing the background.
With the background.
And because there's a write-up.
I know it's there.
Yeah.
The color is there.
Yeah. So that's just to show you how to use div and nested div. I think with this now, you can do a lot of styling to your divs and then do your design. Like now, if you have another div, you can put a picture on one div and then you put your write-up by the side and things like that. So,
Yeah.
and then like this one now, if I reduce the screen now, you can see the screen.
Yeah.
So that's it. So now, quickly, let's.
Sorry, can I see that your note
Notepad.
VB
Okay, my
your
Visual
VB
Studio Code.
page? Yes, I just want to see.
Yeah.
I want to write out something.
Okay. So the style, Abi.
Yeah.
So you can see width is a property, height is a property. Yeah, as in you can, and even color, font size, background color, and so on. So, and remember your text decoration is what we use for underline, overline, and line through. So
your text, what is it called?
yeah, so
Text
this,
decoration.
yeah, look at the text decoration.
Yeah.
There is text decoration. So, that's it.
And the other one, the one I said, the centralized one. What did they, how did they
Okay, that's a center tag.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just apply the center tag to the particular div. What do you want to centralize? Is it the
Say the
Africa?
Africa.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So you just come to the Africa div. This Africa div.
Yeah.
So before the div, I'll just open a tag and type center, and then the closing tag, which is this, I'll cut it and put it after Africa. So if I save it, I can view it, and there's refresh. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So it comes to the center now. So now let me go back to VS Code so that you copy the codes. So
I'll come through.
yeah, I guess you will need it from the style, the continent style.
I have. As you're talking, I was right.
Okay, fine. It's all right. So this is how to use Visual Studio Code, but we've not created a new web page with it. So that's what we want to do now. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this particular folder.
Sorry, wait.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted to show you something.
Okay, I can open it again. It's here under recent. So I'll just click. It to open. Yes. What do you want to show me? It's open now.
Yeah. There's this at the top, this top heading. Yeah. You see this place that say HTML lecture 5.html.
Yes,
and then at the top there. And then this last one, this .Africa.
Yes. That's the class.
What's this sign? That's the sign of class.
Yes. It's a class. It's a class. That's what it shows when you are creating when you're creating CSS.
Okay, the style.
And then now it's actually called a selector. Normally we call it a selector, but in this case it is a class because it's not just a selector. You understand? It's a class under div. If it was div, we put there, then we will be saying we have written for a div, which is a selector. But this time now it's a class. It's a property of another tag. You understand?
Yeah.
So like our paragraph now, we didn't style our paragraph. You know, you can style your P tag. You understand?
Really?
You can choose
Okay.
to, like this paragraph, this P here, you can choose to style it so that everywhere there is paragraph, it should take a particular kind of font or color or whatever, or size.
Okay.
Yeah. So, any other question?
This, there's a sign on the left that looks like that that class sign too. On the left, this one that has something like on the left and left at this Explorer page.
Okay.
No, this, yeah. Go to the left. This one that is like new page on the left. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's source. This is source control. When you click on it, this from here, you can actually publish to your GitHub if you have a good GitHub account. You understand? You know, do you know about GitHub?
No.
Okay, now GitHub is like a repository where you can dump your codes in case of, or maybe you are working as a team with other people. You people can be working individually from different locations, but you drop your code on your GitHub. So when they are now bringing everything together, they can easily accumulate everybody's work. You understand? And then another reason for the GitHub is that in case your system crashes, I've had some experiences in the past where I would have written a lot of code. And then, yes, it's a backup. And then if the hard drive crashes or your laptop is stolen or something happens to it and you lose all your code. So with GitHub, you won't lose all your code. You have access to those codes again. All you just do is get on that laptop and log into your GitHub account online and you have access, you can download them back. So that's what it is.
Is it free to have an account?
I know it's free. You create it. Yes, just go to github.com or so, and then you just create the account. You give it a name, and then you have a password to log in. Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Then this one is for you to run whatever code you have written. The code could be in JavaScript. It could be in other languages, like I earlier mentioned. So this, you do your run or you press F5. So why this one is to download extensions for your Visual Studio Code. So then this is the Explorer to check existing work. Maybe you want to open from existing website and things like that. So I think that's clear. So now I will just close the folder, and then I want to make use of the new folder that we created. So we want to work with a new website now.
Okay.
So what we do is we go to File, and then we'll go to Open Folder. Then we'll locate our folder, which is Training Website 2, and we'll click Select Folder. So I can close this welcome this thing. It will load my folder. Yeah, you can see it's empty. That's why it's not showing anything on that Training Website 2. So now you can right click on it, but well, I think the best thing to do is to come here. Can you see New File?
Yeah.
So you can click there. Then you can also create folder, new folder under it. For example, you know your website can have other folders like images folder, like documents, videos, and other things. Even your CSS, you can even create extra CSS files.
Okay.
So here now, we just want to create a new folder. I mean, a new file. So we'll click File, and then we'll give it a name. So we'll say index dot. Anyway, we don't need to put the dot. Just type index, press Enter.
Okay.
It has opened. So if I press Shift you know, these are exclamation sign.
For the comment.
So now this this file we just created, we want to give it a name. We want to save it properly. So we'll go to file and we'll say save as. And then this index, if you say .html, and then we'll now go to, we'll change it from plain text. We'll go to HTML. Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
So when we click save, it will now see, it will now create our index.html. Meanwhile, you can delete this first one, this old one, because we don't need it. That's just a text file. So click delete for that one.
You don't.
So now,
wait. So you just created that one so that you can create this one inside?
Yes.
Okay.
And then now, instead of you to start typing all those HTML tag, body tag, head tag, title tag, you don't need to bother again. So what you just do, you just press this exclamation sign and press enter. Can you see? Do you see what happened?
Where did you get all that?
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
You press
It's already there.
You just type this exclamation sign. Are you seeing it?
Yeah.
And then you press enter on your keyboard and it will just
everything is there.
Create the structure, the HTML structure for you.
Yeah.
So it makes your work easier. You can see the title is there. So for the title now, you can change it from what it is. You can call it, let's give example. Let's say NMPC hyphen homepage. So now, and then this is the body where you are going to put the content of your web page. Meanwhile, don't forget, one thing you need to remember is that we have what we call meta tags. So these meta tags, well, even if you don't put them, it won't stop your website from running. But for search engine optimization, you understand, it's good you have the meta tags. So the one we are going to be working, the one we want to change, put content for, we'll create our own. So this one are the auto-generated one. So we just type meta, and then inside it, you say name equal to description. Now, meanwhile, this description is supposed to be in a quote. Open and close.
Okay.
And then we now have content equal to. Now, when you are typing and it seems not to give you what you want, you press Ctrl space to call it up. See what I did? It didn't give me the full word content. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Hello?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'll just go back. I'll just backspace and then hold Ctrl space. It will call up the list again.
Okay.
So I can now press tab to pick what I want. So now the content of this meta tag is to describe what this web page is all about. So I can now say Nigerian National Petroleum Company is an oil company that produces natural gas, etc, whatever. So you just put something there. So when you write something like this, this is what will appear on the internet. Are you getting it? Then the title is what will appear as the heading.
Okay. But that description
you may not understand what I'm saying now. Let me share my web page and show you what I mean exactly. Now, let me take you to, now look at, let me go to Google. Let me do a search. Look at Google, there's a search here. Can you see this HTML content? W3 schools, can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
That is the title. That's the title tag. That's what is in the title tag.
Okay.
Then this HTML comment tag, notice that there is an exclamation point and that. This is the description in that meta tag I just wrote.
But does it show in the real website?
Yes, it will show in the real website. As in, if you come to Google search to search like this.
Yeah, that is what you see.
Yes, if you are searching for that particular page and just type NNPC, for example, it will give you all the pages of NNPC that have been optimized online. And then if it has been optimized, you will see it as one of the options. You will see this is the description now. Then this HTML comment where W3 schools is going to be the title. Just like the in that case now, you will see NNPC homepage as the title. And then the write-up I put there, Nigeria National Petroleum Company is an oil company that produces natural gas. Will now be the write-up here instead. So that's why when you're designing a website, you should complete the tags so that your site will look more standard. So that's why I showed you that. Some people don't usually teach that anyway. They just ignore it, and
that's the major thing. That will make people even open the website.
Exactly. That's what will make people see your site. That okay, your site is online and things like that. So now in the body part of the tag, we can just choose to call it NNPC, and then we'll just put hyphen, then we'll put the title as in the full name. And let me say Nigerian National Petroleum Company. So just have it that way. Then under it, I can create a paragraph and then start writing about NNPC. You understand?
Yeah.
So instead of me to just start writing, I can choose to just create divs. I can create my own div tag. Then inside this div tag, I can have other div tags if I want. For now, I will just create one div, and then inside it, I'll just say we produce diesel what again? Kerosene, butane gas, and so on and so forth. So, sorry. Now, here, I need to have an H1 tag here. You understand?
Yeah.
I can have an H1 tag here. So I will just cut that, put it here. So now, when I'm done with that, I can also create a new div and then still write other things if I want to. You understand? Can say what we do, what we refine. So, and then I can put a kind of break. And then I will now put my write-up. NNPC refines petroleum products. So that's just to explain it. So if I now want to style it, you know what to do. You come to the head before this closing head tag. and then you
Okay.
create your style. So just come there, and then I'll just say style. Now to open and close my style for me, and then inside it, I can now decide to do. I mean, let me style my H1. So I'll just say H1, and then open. As you open your curly brace, it will close it for you. As you press
Yeah,
enter,
that's true.
it gives you everything. So it makes work easier. So here I can just say color. I can just say color. Now I can choose a color of my choice from the list, or I just scroll down. You can see different colors here.
Yeah.
So let me choose this darker shade, and then maybe I can also put a background if I want. If I put a background color, so my background color should be lighter since I'm using a darker this thing. So I can do this. Then I can now say font size. You can see font size there. You can see a lot of attributes
Yeah.
there that you can
Yeah.
use. So now you can choose to use larger, medium, or you type the exact size of what you want it to be. You understand?
Yeah.
So I can just say 35 pixels, and then you on and on, you just go do you do your styling. Then the next styling I want to do is for my P tag. So if I say P, and then I open my curly braces, and then I can still put my own attributes for
Yeah.
my
Paragraphs.
font and everything, font size. This time I can just use 20 pixel, and then okay, color, so that it will be different from other things there. So let me use dark violet. Okay, no, my H1 is almost looking like violet. So let me use gold as the color of that particular paragraph. So
Yeah.
remember, if I have other paragraphs, they will take to this same style.
Yeah.
So the same thing you do for div. So, but if I don't want to use a general div tag, since I have other more than one div,
Yeah. You
then
can
I
give
can
you
now
different classes.
choose to use the attributes. Remember,
The class.
you remember you now add a class. You understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
So for now, let me just do a general div. You can always create class if you want.
Yeah.
So I will just do color, the div color, the color. Let me use gray. So then let me use background color also. Background color should be something lighter, light blue. Okay. So then if I don't want the div to cover the whole screen, then I will do a width so that to take just a small portion of my screen. So I can say my width should be 400 pixel, and then the height, I can make it 200 pixel. So now with all this we've done, I'll just do my Ctrl S, I will save. Then let's view in browser. Oh, time has gone. This past 12. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll just round off anyway. But we have done
We've
virtually.
covered a lot.
Yeah, we have. So now, where is my? Okay, I've not done that particular page. So
Which one?
now let me show you one funny way of accessing file. Okay. Okay, it's not giving me the option on this particular settings. Okay, let me just go back to now my website folder. Remember, you can right click on your listing. You can right click on your editor and say open in default browser.
Default browser.
So let me just share my browser with you. So you can see we produce diesel, kerosene, butane gas. Now it used the same thing for the two divs because we didn't create classes, separate classes for them.
Yeah.
But if we had created different classes and had different colors for the background, you see the colors will be showing. So this is just a sample of designing a web page with your Visual Studio Code. And then now applying the CSS is not going to be difficult. So now for you to enjoy your design, remember to always do a wireframe. Always do a wireframe.
Yeah, wireframe.
Yeah, sketch out how you want the design to look like. And then you now start writing your codes accordingly. So we'll stop here for today. I think we've covered what we have for today. Wireframing. Okay, we didn't add video tags. Okay, see what will happen. I will just send you a video tag I'll send it on WhatsApp. I will expect you to be able to apply it because it's just for you to put your video link. Yeah, just put the right link to the video and it will show. You can test run it. So I will send you that on WhatsApp. So have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. Let me stop recording first before